Itinake advantage eh. Itinake advantage yung ating yung mga nagaganap dito sa ating bansa. Palapit sila ng palapit sa coastline natin, guys. Oo. Palapit sila ng palapit sa ating coastline. Saan sila namataan ngayon? Saan? Mapapakita ko sa inyo. China Coast Guard spotted cruising just outside Manila Bay. Ayan na. Manila Bay na lang, guys. Noong isang araw, sa may Batangas lang, di ba? Isang araw. Ngayon, dito na sa Manila Bay. Oo. A China Coast Guard CCG ship was spotted cruising outside Manila Bay on Thursday morning, according to West Philippine Sea Monitor Ray Powell. Sea Light Director Ray Powell said this is not the first time it passed close to Manila Bay, but he still deemed it unusual. Unusual naman talaga yun. Okay, kung kayo ay nasa US, UK, Canada, Italy, France, Spain, Ireland, Belgium, may pwede tayo magpadala ng inyong mga remittances sa Pilipinas gamit po ang Sendwave. Ang gagawin nyo lang ay download ng Sendwave app, gumawa kayo ng account, lagay nyo ba ang account details nyo at pwede tayo magpadala sa GCash, Cashpay, kapat iba't ibang mga bangko sa Pilipinas at kapag ginamit nyo pa kayo promo code na Coach Jarrett, ayan ay makakuha kayo ng karagdagang $20 free credit sa inyo pong unang padala. Kaya gamitin na si Sendwave for all of your remittance needs. Hindi natin alam kung bakit siya nandyan in the first place. Oo. We're seeing China normalizing a new activity in sending its Coast Guard nearer to the Philippine coastline. Sabi yan ni Ray Powell. Program head of Stanford University's Gordian Knot Center for National Security Innovation, which monitors the activities of Chinese vessels in the South China Sea, told Inquirer, this is not the first time I've seen them pass this coast, but it is unusual. Ba't pa ulit-ulit yun? Parang mali kayo ng pagkaka-copy-paste dito, Inquirer Ba't na ulit-ulit? Hindi lang dyan, no? Meron din sa Malaysia no isang araw. Earlier, Powell said on X, China's intrusive patrols continue with China Coast Guard 3301 cruising outside Manila Bay this morning. Lapit nyo, 95 nautical miles. 95 nautical miles. Although mga kakotsero, hindi pa naman ito pasok sa ating territorial waters. Ang ating territorial waters ay from the coastline or from the baseline up to 12 nautical miles. Up to 12 nautical miles. Although borderline na to ng Contigo zone natin mga kakotsero Parang medyo borderline na to ng malapit na to, malapit na. Palapit na ng palapit. So medyo medyo hindi natin alam kung ba't niya ginagawa yan. Not only that mga kakotsero, kanina rin namataan sa Philippine waters ang ito naman, iba naman to. Namataan ng dalawang China Coast Guard vessel na nag-ooperate sa katubigan ng Pilipinas itong Huwebes, Hulyo 25. O sa Capones naman, Zambales. Ang lapit din niya, 62 nautical miles. Malapit yan. Yan, 62 nautical miles. Malapit lang yan, guys. Hindi pa naman to territorial water. So, ibig sabihin, hindi pa ito yung moment, kumbaga, kung saan dapat umaksyon ng ating army o yung ating navy pala. Wala pa Wala pa. Kasi, ang ating territorial waters ay from the baseline up to 12 nautical miles. Nasa 62 nautical miles from the baseline. So, medyo nag-iingat din sila. Oo. So, yan, 62 nautical miles. Ito yung sinabi ni Powell. Ito yan, Ito yan, 330. Yan. Ito yung Manila Bay. Yan yung Manila Bay. I think up hanggang dito sa linya na to yung ating territorial waters. Ayan. Yan. Yan linya. Nakikita niyo ba yung linya na yan? Yan ang ating territorial waters. Etong sa loob, internal waters na yan. Yan. Dapat talaga hindi pumasok dyan si China. Internal waters yan, pati yan, internal waters yan, yung mga lakes, etc., yung mga ilog, pati yung mga inter-island, yan, internal waters yan. So, kasama yan ang archipelago. So, from the baseline up to here, so malamang sa malamang ito yung territorial waters. So, pag tumawid dito si China, ayun yung ayun yung China Coast Guard, yan, China Coast Guard 3301. Ayan. So, pag tumawid siya dito, yun nagva-violate na siya ng ating territorial waters. Kailangan na niyang a-action na diyan ng military natin. Tsaka Coast Guard. Ayan, itong territorial waters. Although ito is EEZ or contiguous zone pa nga ito eh. Contiguous zone. So nandiyan si China Coast Guard. Medyo malapit na siya. Medyo malapit na siya. Yan ay Manila Bay. Kasi ito yung sinasabi ni pangalan niya. Ito yung nasa may Capones. Yan paikot. Lapit Yun paikot-ikot lang sila Kalayaan Island Group. Baho de Masinloc. Yan ikot lang, ikot lang, ikot lang. Yan sila Baho de Masinloc. CCG 3301. Ito yung Capones Island ng Zambales. Ang lapit 62 nautical miles. Ito yung sa Palawan. Ito, lapit din ito. 64 nautical miles sa Palawan. Recto Bank. See? Reed Bank. Recto Bank. Andito yung mga andito yung mga langis. Dito sa lugar na to. Yan. So, dito, actually, ito, ang nakahuli dito, mga kotsero, di ba naalala nyo last time may partnership si PBBM na ipag-partner sa Canada? Na dun sa dark something technology. Ito yung produkto niyan. And dark vessel detection technology. Ayan. Ito yun. Yung dark vessel detection technology. Ano yung dark vessel? Ibig sabihin, ito ko kasi mga kotsero, yung dark vessel, apparently, ito po ay tungkol sa mga barko na pinapatay yung kanilang AIS. Yung identification system nila. So pag paikot-ikot sila dyan, pinapatay nila para hindi sila makita. So si dark vessel detection technology na pinapagamit ng Canada sa Pilipinas, ang trabaho niyan, alamin yung mga barko na nagpapatay ng kanilang AIS or yung kanilang identification system. So, yun. Nagtatago talaga si China, Palapit ng palapit, pero nagtatago din eh. But anyway, ano po ba ibig sabihin nito? Bakit ba nagkaaga niya ng China? Bakit merong nagku-cruising together? Nagku-cruising. Baby, let's cruise. May nagbe-baby, let's cruise dyan sa Manila Bay, si China Coast Guard. Ayan. Tapos, dito rin, nagku-cruising together din sa may Zambales, tsaka Palawan. Anong meron? Mga kotsero, ang tawag po dyan ay gray zone tactics. Gray zone tactics. Pinaliwanag po yan dito sa video na to ng Taiwan Talks. And I think magbibigay linaw ito sa atin kung bakit ginagawa yan ng China.
Taiwan's defense ministry said dozens of fighter jets crossed the median line in the Taiwan Strait.
Taiwan's air defense identification zone. China claimed it was reacting to provocations and collusion between the United States and Taiwan.
Oh gosh, this is so childish. Look at me, I'm on crusade again. Hi everyone, I'm Chi Fei Fan. Part of life in Taiwan is knowing that the Chinese do not respect our boundaries. But how often do they send their fighter jets across our median line? In 2022, the American military reported 1,700 instances of Chinese jets crossing into Taiwan's air defense identification zone. This is an 80% increase compared with 2021 and a direct response to Nancy Pelosi's visit to that island in 2022. And 2023 was even worse. In the first half alone, air incursions were up 54% compared with 2022. Have you ever wondered why they keep sending their jets over? if they are not coming to fight, what's their purpose?
Yan.
Are they trying to intimidate us, or they just want a selfie? Okay,
Just want the selfie.
obviously not for selfies. What
Medyo
the Chinese
baduy
are
yan.
doing is a tactic known as gray zone aggressions.
Yan.
This term refers to the use of unconventional military tactics that fall below the threshold of war. In other
Yun, mga kotsero. Kaya to ginagawa ni China, itong papalapit sila ng papalapit sa coastline natin, kasama po yan sa kanilang gray zone aggressive tactics. Ibig sabihin, mga kotsero, nagpe-flex lang sila, flex ng flex. Parang ganun. Nagpe-flex lang sila na, nakakaabot kami dito, ganun. Hanggang dito, kaya namin, di kayo makapalag, no. Ibig sabihin. Ano ibig sabihin nun? So, pero mayroong example si ate na meron kasi siyang ginamit na example na galing sa Pilipinas eh. So, mas ano niya, kumbaga nabigyan niya ng mas malino pang example, yung gray zone tactics.
words, it's like they are kicking the ball around the sidelines. They haven't actually fired their weapons yet, but they are hovering in the area, sending the message. I haven't attacked you yet, but I can.
你家住在这儿，这块地方你说这是你的院子，就他认为那是他的院子，而且他每天就在你的院子里面拿着刀子走来走去，走来走去。问题这个院子呢，离你家就只有一步之遥，对你的威胁很大，他随时随地可以跨进你的家里面，这就是一种灰色的威胁，灰色的侵犯。
So, can they really achieve their goals just by pressuring us like this? Of course they can. Let me give you an example.
Yan, ito na.
Wilson Reef is a contested area in the South China Sea.
Naalala niyo to, yung issue nung panahon ni Digonggong? Yung Whitsun Reef? Alala niyo yan? Ano ito 2021 if I'm not mistaken eh. May mga tumambay na higit 200 na Chinese maritime militia vessels diyan sa Whitsun Reef. Panahon to ni Digong. Panahon to ni Digonggong. Kaya it's interesting sa akin nung ginamit lang example tong Whitsun Reef.
In March of 2021, more than 200 Chinese civilian fishing boats surrounded Wilson Reef, negatively impacting Filipino fishing operations. The Philippines accused these Chinese vessels of being part of maritime militia under the command of the Chinese military. They said they were encroaching on the Philippines' economic waters, leaving the Filipino boats no option but to withdraw. In response, the official Chinese stance was that these fishing boats were just seeking shelter from bad weather at the Wilson Reef. They would leave once the weather improved. Let's take a closer look together. Have you ever seen fishing boats so nearly aligned in the middle of the ocean,
Parang pader eh.
seeking shelter from bad weather? Filipino fishermen who made a living near Wilson Reef were severely impacted by these actions. And if these Chinese fishing boats continue their actions, the Philippines would be forced to give up these fishing grounds entirely. China would then start sending troops to take control of Wilson Reef, achieve its mission of occupying a new island and expanding its sphere of influence. The entire process would be achieved without any traditional military force, just using civilian forces or official forces disguised as civilian forces. In response to this, the Philippine government has filed multiple diplomatic protests over the years. They even obtained a ruling from the International Tribunal, which stated that the South China Sea does not belong to any specific country's territorial waters. The result: Chinese fishing boats continue to operate in this area and disrupt Filipino fishing operations. More recently, the Philippines has accused China of installing floating barriers in the South China Sea to stop Filipino fishing boats from entering disputed areas. We've all become accustomed to seeing reports of Chinese aggression in the South China Sea. However, this year, the Philippines had a change in leadership, with Duterte being replaced by Marcos, who's strengthened military cooperation with the United States and decided to take a tougher stance against China.
Ayun. Yun yung example ng yung gray zone aggression. So, yung ginagawa ni China dito, mga kotsero, para hindi tayo malito, yung ginagawa nila dyan sa may, saan ba to? Sa may Baho de Masinloc, ito na nga lang, mas madali dito. Yan, sa may Capones Island, sa may Zambales, yan, parte yan ng kanilang gray zone aggressive tactics. Ito rin, pati yung sa may El Nido, yan, parte yan ng gray zone tactics ng China. Ito rin, pati yung dito, yung sa may malapit na sa Manila Bay, parte yan ng gray zone tactics nila. Ngayon mga kotsero, again, ang objective dyan ay pagurin ang Pilipinas. Ang objective dyan, pagurin ang Pilipinas. Magsawa na lang. Parang, sige, bahala na. Bahala na kung ano mangyari dyan. Tapos, kapag nandoon na sila, nandoon na yung maritime militia nila, etc., etc., pagkatapos nun, pupunta na yung, andyan na, magtatayo na sila uli ng isla nila, etc., etc. Ganun lang kasimple yun. Kaya nga hanggang ngayon, binabantayan nila yung tao dito. Binabantayan nila yung Ayungin Shoal eh. Gigil na gigil sa Ayungin Shoal, di ba? And doon din nila ginagawa yung gray zone aggressive actions nila. Nandoon din. In-explain din naman kanina ni ate, di ba? Sabi, it's short of a military action, but it is still aggressive. Hindi ka nga naman gagalaw in a military fashion. Diba? Hindi ka sasagot in a military fashion, pero wag kayo maniniwala mga kotsero pag sinabi ni tulad ng bawa si Robin Padilla, sinabi niya, ang Chinese Coast Guard ay civilian. No, it's not civilian. It's under the the People's Liberation Army Navy. Oo. People's Liberation Army Navy. Yun po yung sundalo ng Chinese Communist Party. Yung Chinese Maritime Militia, mga kotsero, pinagpapanggap sila na sila ay mga mangingisda. Hindi po sila mangingisda. Ang laman po niyan, mga kotsero, ay mga sundalo ng People's Liberation Army Navy. Hindi yung mga sundalo yan. Hindi yung mga civilian yan. Mga sundalo yan. So, maganda na nare-report yung mga gantong aktibidades para nagiging aware din tayo mga Pilipino. Kasi kailangan malaman natin kung papalapit na ba sila ng papalapit or di ba? Kasi delikado yan eh. Delikado yung mga ganyang klaseng sistema. Kasalanan digonggong to eh. Kasalanan digonggong to eh. Kung inayos lang ni Digonggong yung sistema ng nung nanalo ng arbitral ruling, kung inimplement niya yung arbitral ruling, walang problema, kaso hindi eh. Baliw eh. Baliw. Nakulta ng fentanyl yung nakuha si Digong ng China na siya na in love siya sa China. Alam niyo kung bakit? Doon gumagawa ng fentanyl. Nagma-mass produce sila ng fentanyl doon. Hindi, joke lang. Baka ibang dahilan. Baka mas malala. Mga benta-bentahan ganon. Anyway, so ganoon mga kotsero. Yun yung dyan. Yun yung sistema dyan. It's good na nababalita. Oo. But, let's hope na hindi ko alam paano i-resolve to. I think this is beyond resolution. Mahirapan ng yan. Mahirapan na yan magkaroon ng resolution, guys. Unless palalakasin natin ang ating defense posture. Yun ang dyan. Yun ang pinaka-importante dyan, mga kotsero. Okay, so mga kotsero, hanggang dito lang po muna tayo for today's video. Maraming po salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta sa ating channel. Huwag niyo pong kalimutan mag-subscribe sa ating Coach Yari YouTube channel. Pa-follow tayo sa ating Facebook page. And I'll see all of you in our next live stream. God bless everyone. See you next time. Bye! Pag ganun, huwag natin gawing tanga mga Pilipino. Mas maganda kasi nasa lugar ka ng tama kaysa yung pinipilit mo yung pagkakamali. Are they willing to go that far? Hindi makakalimutan ng Pilipino yan hanggat di nasasagot niya. Sino ngayon nagsasabi ng totoo?